I am back with yet another video. I'm Lisa and you're watching Home vs. House. And in today's video, I'm going to share some of the updates that I did in my dining room space. So I did share a video about a month ago and of this space, and I talked about some of the projects that I wanted to do. So I am back today with a video on the results of some of those projects, and I thought I'd share it with you to inspire someone to get started on their projects. So here is the video. So guys, today I thought I would take you along on this kind of walkthrough of my dining room. I shared this space about a month ago on a video, and I kind of talked about some of the things, some of the plans that I had for this space, and I just wanted to come back with an update because I did do or follow through on some of those plans, and I wanted to share it with you. So the biggest and probably the most project that I'm most proud of is my dining room table. So this was a cherry a dark cherry stain, and this was a table that I got from a friend of mine. It was free, and I will link my last month's video because I talked a little bit about the history of this table and how I swapped it out for another table that I had. But I had been meaning to strip the finish off of this table and just have it down to this kind of washed out driftwood kind of look, and I recently did this, and I used a Citristrip gel to do that. It was really easy. So one of the reasons why it took me so long, like years, to strip this table is because I had stripped furniture before, and it was a really daunting task for me. So I was really reluctant to do it, but and I think I got this from another YouTuber who had used the citrus strip to strip some furniture, and it looked so beautiful, and so I thought, let me give it a try. And I have to say, guys, this was so easy. It was literally putting on the strip, just pasting it on with the brush, and then after about an hour and a half, just using a brush with water and soap and scrubbing it off. And so it took me less than no time to do this project. And so that was the best part of it for me. The second best part, obviously, and the more fulfilling part is how it turned out. So it definitely turned out the way I wanted it to. So I'm really, really pleased with it, and I thought I would share it for some of you who are wanting to strip some of your furniture, and like me, it just seemed like a daunting task. I want to say, and I am not sponsored by the Citristrip gel company at all, but it was really effective. So I just wanted to share that. And then these chairs, I had shared in a previous video that I had gotten those chairs from the Restore, and I had been looking for some metal chairs. So it was a lighter tan color, and I wanted to paint it over, and so I finally did that. And this was just regular Walmart paint that I used to paint this, and it was white. And it's a really softer white, so I really like that. Up against the table, the wooden table, the metal, white metal with the wood just looks really beautiful to me. And then I had reupholstered the chair when I first got it, so I just kept that because I like that color. Up here, I just have a metal like galvanized jar with some faux greenery in here, and except for the greenery, I think everything on this little table setting was thrifted as well. Over here, this cabinet, if you remember from my previous video, it was the dark wood stain, and I didn't strip it, but I did paint it over with some of the same paint from the chairs. I painted this cabinet over white, and I kept the brass knobs that I had replaced the originals with on this. So I'm really, again, I'm going to move a little bit closer so you can see. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I did decide to leave the inside, the dark wood, because I felt like it would show up my glass and white dishes. And then sitting in that red metal container, I just have some DIY cloth napkins that I use for my formal table setting. So guys, again, I am so pleased with the way this cabinet turned out, and I did go over the paint. Once the paint dry, I did go over it with some polyacrylic, some clear polyacrylic. And again, the things up here, for the most part, except for the green, the faux greenery and the sign, that was a gift. The other things were thrifted items that I've had for a long time. So if we move over here to this corner shelf, again, if you remember from my previous video, it was a dark wood stain, and I painted it over some of that same white paint. And then I have my some thrifted items sitting on top of it. I did recently add this, I replanted one of my snake plants into a bigger jar, and this container is basically an ice bucket that I picked up for about $5 or so at the thrift store, and I'm using it as a planter. I've been wanting to do these changes or these updates for a while, and I just kept putting it off, and I'm really glad I decided to do it. So I'm just checking off my projects list of things. So I thought I would share this with you. Again, if you're wanting to do some of these same changes and you were thinking about it, I say just do it. So guys, I just wanted to share this recent thrifted find. I was really happy that I got this. So they're plant tables or plant holders, at least that's what I'm using it for. And they're spring-like or summer-like, but I'm really going to use it for my, when I bring my plants indoors for the colder months. And this is a spot where I get some good sunlight. So that's where I have it set up. So I got these two for about $5 each at the thrift store, and they were still brand new. They had their original retail tags on it, and the bigger one was originally $19.99 and the smaller one was $15.99, and they have this kind of rustic look to it, and so I thought it just really went well with my style. And plus it's functional. I really need some plant stands because I want to keep my plant off of my floors during the colder months. And then up here was a recent DIY project. So I had gotten this chalkboard some years ago from the thrift store, and I recently just added some trims around it. And I picked up these trims from the Restore, and it was 75 cents, literally. And it just came in a longer stick, and I used my handsaw and I cut it and used some small nails and just went to town with it and just added a border around it, and I just really liked the way it turned out. And then I have this really inspirational just affirmation. His voice is more powerful than my situation. His voice meaning the voice of God, and just it reminds me and my family that no matter what we may be going through for the day, for the hour, for the month, for the year, that whatever situation we're facing, that God's voice is more powerful than those situations, and his voice and his word of encouragement and good plans for us is much more powerful than that. So it gives me peace to know that. And so that's what this board is for, is just kind of to write little messages to ourselves so that we stay encouraged in this time. So guys, that is it for my dining room updates. And I just thought, again, it would be nice to show an update of me actually getting those things done that I said I wanted to do. So guys, thanks for watching this video, and I hope you are inspired to also check off some of those things that you want to do in your space. I will see you on the next video. Please, if you like this video, please subscribe, comment. If you've used this the Citristrip and have gotten similar results, please share that as well. I think it's really encouraging to know that what products you have tried on your projects and what works and what doesn't work for other folks to know. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you on the next video.